So anyway, this thing, I don't know. Maybe I just don't understand something about it, but it's driving me nuts. Like, unless you have the inverter on this thing, it doesn't want to charge the battery. It'll sit there and let your battery go and get worse and worse and worse. But so this is the solution to using this thing. This has only got a 40 amp charge controller in it anyways, so who cares? And I've got 3 or 4 of these, and these are great. So yeah, I got it going to these 2 batteries down here. The Never Start Walmart always fail batteries. Get about 3 months out of them, and they're done. So these would be good if you didn't use them and you just kept them probably charged up or something. I don't know. I couldn't imagine using them for a trolling motor or anything. Like, I went through 3 pairs of them in a year, so this is another new pair. And Walmart really screwed the pooch on trying to warranty them out. They were a real pain in the butt this last time. So this is, I forget the model number. I don't think you can buy this one anymore. It got discontinued last year, but it's an extremely frustrating unit because it doesn't do what normal things do. Another thing too is it registers the battery. It will say it's full when it's not, and the dinky little charger right there goes there. I mean, it's cool for an all-in-one, but it'd be frustrating, I think, if you use this like for camping or something and you were relying on it because it wouldn't charge properly. So this is why I like separates. Okay, so I'm going to use this just as an inverter, and I'll use this just as my charge controller. So we will not be using a computer to determine whether or not my charge controller is on or off. Yeah, you just leave it on. It's got, you know, the voltage here, how many amps is going to the battery, and it'll give you the temperature of the unit, or you can get the probe and put it here. This reads the temperature. You can get the probe or extend that. And, you know, for like lead acid batteries, you can put that over by it and it will adjust its charging parameters based on the temperature of the battery. So we see we got 0.8 going in, and then we have about 2. So the MPPT is doing its thing. It's converting our voltage and bumping up our amperage. So that's the buck boost part of it. 62 volts, 0.8 amps, coming out at 27 volts at 2 amps. And that's why you want one of these and not one of the old PWMs. The old PWMs, they just kind of pulse. That's what it stands for, pulse width modulation. They pulse on and off to chop up the voltage and cut it down from 60 volts to your 24 volts or your 12 volts. So anyway, the problem with this unit that I've found is that you can plug it into the grid and you can set up different parameters, but it doesn't seem to want to kick the grid on until the battery is at a low set point where it's already bad, and it kicks the grid in when basically there is no solar, the battery is terrible, and now you're gonna disconnect from your load because you don't have enough power. And normally the better versions of these will assist with carrying the load from utility. So basically you can use your solar and your battery, and the utility will assist. So let's say you have a 600 watt draw from an air conditioner, but your solar is only putting out 500 watts. Okay, you could have the other unit plugged in, like this particular one right here that's going right now. You could have this one plugged in, and like right now, my load is 1.6 K, and these buttons are backwards on this particular unit for some reason. So my output is 1.9, but if it was the other way around, I could have this plugged into the outlet, it would still use up all my solar and all my battery, and it would assist from the grid at the same time, and basically run everything without any issues. It wouldn't wait until my battery was down to the low set point or till the solar was completely cut off. But unfortunately, this one will not do that. Doesn't seem to have a way to make it do that. And a lot of times, it won't even charge the battery until the battery gets to like this very, very low point. So the float voltage doesn't seem to want to care about that. So I've given up on trying to figure it out for now. And I got this going here, and I'm going to hook this up to an air conditioner in the shop here in a second. Alright, so we got it running, and it's under load. The AC is on. These things are really, some of these air conditioners, they take quite a while to come on. So this one, when it's sleeping or whatever, I don't know, you push a different thing and actually like change it, but so we're at 25, and it should show me, yeah, pulling 37 amps out of the battery. So now we'll come over here, and we see 26 volts, and 28.7 amps. Temperature is raised up to 95 now. So we'll see what it's coming in at. 44 volts, 17 amps. And you're going from 17 to 28. So that's the beauty of this. I mean, that's like a big jump. So you're lowering your voltage and you're gaining the current. But this is sucking some power. So we're basically behind by almost 8 amps. So what's going to happen in this scenario here is that the batteries are just going to go down and down and down and down as it continues to run. So this is why being able to plug this into the utility and assist the load would be key. But this thing is not going to do that. So there's nothing I can do about it. And that's why I don't like this unit. So anyway, there is a new version of this, and I don't know if it's better or not, but it does have a hybrid function, and maybe that's what this is missing, is the hybrid function, because the green one I have is called a hybrid inverter. But I just don't think it's that complicated. I think it should be able to do like the other ones do.